Hello, my name is HAPruitt, and last time I told you that I looked through Elm Hill's publishing guide and it told all the traditional services that they offered for authors. And that was the really good part, but the really difficult part was that you got to pay for all these wonderful services all by yourself. And we didn't have that kind of money. This was a lot of money in order to just get your book published and have all these great services. And we didn't have that kind of money, and so I knew God wanted me to go with Elm Hill Books. I knew that without a doubt. And so I asked God what to do. And God was silent for a while. That was in September when I first downloaded the publishing guide. And I just kept listening to God, asking him every now and then, help me know what to do. And then in October, I was getting ready for a Sunday night lesson I was teaching at church, and it was over Exodus 14. The lesson was talking about how God opened up the Red Sea for the Israelites and gave them provision, just miraculously. And it was just a way that he showed himself so wonderfully because no one else could do that. And the two verses that really stood out to me were Exodus 14:13 and 14. They say, "But Moses said to the people, 'Don't be afraid. Stand firm and see the Lord's salvation. He will provide for you today. For the Egyptians you see today, you will never see again. The Lord will fight for you. You must be quiet.'" And when I was going through the lesson and doing all that, he showed me that he was going to take care of it all. That all that money, it was a lot of money. He told me that I didn't need to save up for it. I didn't need to, get one of those Facebook things where people give you money. I didn't need to do any of that stuff. I just needed to let him provide absolutely all of it and not do anything. And that was so amazing. I was so excited because I knew God was going to do that. Just give it at the right time. And I just knew it so much that I looked out the window where this stump was by our table, and I just knew God was going to have this pile of money sitting on the grass out there. And God didn't do that, but God did provide so miraculously. But in October, I didn't know yet what he was going to do, and so I was just like, okay, just keep my eyes open, God, and let me see when you provide. Then in November, at Thanksgiving, my mom, she knew about it because I kind of said stuff about it to her, and so she knew about it, and she asked if she could help pay for it because my grandmother's house was selling. She was trying to sell it, and she wanted to help me pay for my book with that money whenever the house sold. And I told her yeah, and at that moment, I thought, I didn't know until later, but at that moment, I knew. I was just like, oh man, God's going to take care of it, and this must be how. And so, we hugged, and it seemed like that was the resolution at that moment. But like I said, I didn't know yet. I'll tell you more later.